Yeah, yeah. That nigga be crystal, babe. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. When my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
I saw somebody on my block that has a dog. Saw their dog shit in front of my crib, and she didn't clean it up. And I saw it on the Ring camera.
You brought it up again?
No, so like, do I bring it up to her? Like, save the video.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
I would. I don't know if you would. I'm definitely like, hey, is this you? And they're like, oh yeah. And then like, yeah, could you not leave poop? You know, I wouldn't do that to you. I would definitely do it.
It was mad annoying, like right in front of the crib, like
Yeah, I would definitely do it. By the tree or like on the sidewalk?
like right next to the bench right there.
Yeah.
So like somebody that might sit on the bench is gonna step on it.
And shit.
It's like
Yeah, nah, don't violate like that. I would have actually got the plastic bag, picked up the poop, and put it on their steps.
Great.
I was like, "This is yours." Hey, is this yours? And I left a note. Hey, is this yours?
It's possible that she didn't know.
That your dog shitted?
The dog was shitting and she was like on the phone. But then the dog obviously stopped. Like you knew your dog stopped for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
She did not look back to see what the dog did, and then she just kept it moving.
Oh, okay.
And
So
my neighbor's the one that told me about it. My neighbor was like, "Hey, miss," and she just kept walking. Neighbor was like, "Yeah, somebody was just walking their dog and they just shit in front of your thing." I
Oh
tried to
yeah.
call her.
Okay, yeah. So then I can't blame her for that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on in people's lives.
I don't know if she was paying attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you like because I could be arguing. Like, what if I'm arguing with Tanae
On the text.
on text?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck dog's doing. I'm trying to deal with the
But you're walking the dog. What
With
do
the
you
other-
think the dog is doing?
female dog. You care about the man's best friend right now. I'm trying to deal with man's best enemy. What? What? Hi.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Wait.
Are we recording?
We recorded all that? Oh my God.
Yes.
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 We're recording. Everywhere. Everywhere. Mm-hmm. I might get my hair braided today.
I doubt that. Seriously.
I was really
Seriously doubt that.
trying. I was really, really trying.
I said record, Justin. Go ahead.
No. Are you going to tap the mic with your
My nails. Sorry.
nails during the show?
Maybe.
So,
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Trom, how you feeling? You all right?
Doing good. Yeah, feeling good.
You feeling real good, ain't you?
Yeah.
You like spinning? Like, what type of lights is in the air right now? Like, do you see lights? Do you see little
No, I'm not-
lights going
I'm
crazy?
not drunk. I'm just like in a good space.
In a good space.
Had a couple of drinks.
Had a couple. Why? Were you celebrating something?
I was celebrating being in the park on a sunny day.
That's dope. That's dope. So you weren't celebrating our anniversary?
Well, I drank on our anniversary also.
High five. Me too, friend.
Yeah, that's good. Why did you drink on your anniversary?
Excuse me?
I asked a question.
I don't know why you want this problem, but
just-
if this is the problem you want, this is the problem you
I
finna
just
get.
asked a question.
Go ahead, ask the question. Go ahead, play the song. You have it queued up? Go ahead.
I just asked a question. I need to start the episode right. And
This is Homie Court.
This is homie court.
In the so shameless justice system, friendship-based offenses are considered especially heinous.
Friendship-based-
These are their
heinous
stories.
offenses. heinous offenses.
Who's
Now,
the judge?
I don't know. Who's the judge? Trom, you want to be the judge?
Sure.
He can't be the judge.
Why not? 'Cause
Isn't
he's
he a part of the
inebriated?
case?
No.
Oh, you want
This
to be
is
the
just
judge?
dead.
Okay.
I'll be the judge.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So, happy anniversary, guys.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
guys.
anniversary. It's been what? 4 years? What? 3? 4?
4.
4 years. We've been sitting here talking shit to each other. It's been a great time. Great run.
It has
It's been amazing.
I didn't know the exact date, but apparently the people in our Patreon, our fans, they knew from last year. They gave us a whole gift. The date came back up. And hey, it was 8/28. It was our anniversary.
Yes.
Right? It's stamped. There's a reason.
Is it stamped?
It's stamped. There's a reason. It's the first day we did the episode together.
Yes.
Boom. Our anniversary together.
Yes.
We got a message in the chat. Happy anniversary, guys. I'm like, oh shit, it's the day. This happens. In my personal relationship, happens too. I'm like, oh shit. She'd be looking at me like, you don't know what day it is? I'm like, it's our anniversary. It happens. Dodge comes in and she says, hey, happy anniversary, everybody. And then proceeds with,
This is your part. I don't have anything to say.
it's actually me and Gunna's anniversary as well.
Yeah,
Now,
it is.
I'm thinking to myself, how can that be? Because that's a wild coincidence. It's a very wild coincidence, especially since just a few weeks ago, she says,
I know that day. I know August 21st. It's been in my head for months. Ask me when my anniversary is.
not the 21st.
I don't know.
It's a made up day.
No.
She actually
It's actually
put
not true. It's fine.
her anniversary on top of a So Shameless anniversary.
Did I?
And then,
Oh,
That's what I did.
when
When confronted about it, I said, yes, a made up day. It's a made up day. That's what I said to her.
That's
You
what
know
you
what she
said?
said?
What she said.
First of all, everything in the world is made up. Second of all, even though it's made up, it's not made up because it does signify an important day. Therefore, no.
no what? What was the no to, though?
I asked her to change it.
You asked me to
You
change
put
the
it
date
there.
of my anniversary that I've been celebrating the last 2 years with no problem, with no contest. Because if you want to be
Hold
technical,
on.
no, fuck whatever you got going. No.
Absolutely not.
Fuck whatever you got going on. One, yes, I did say on the
How?
show. Easy. It's so easy.
This
It's
is
so
ludicrous.
easy. It's not
you
ludicrous.
just said you don't know your own anniversary.
And I'm gonna go there. Hello.
And
Hello.
have the nerve. This has never happened. There's never been an anniversary, a Dodge and Gunna anniversary on the same day as our show anniversary.
We never knew
literally
when our
had the
show
anniversary
when?
last year when
When?
we got the box from them. We
Are you
literally
on drugs?
Yes.
Yes, you must be on
Yes.
drugs. You kind of slow.
So
Okay.
listen, the facts is the facts. She
No,
said it's made
today.
up.
It's a week after.
And she also said
Exactly
she
a week
didn't know the fucking what's her name? The date.
Okay. Can I tell my story?
Yes, please.
Thank you. As you know, sometimes on the show we like to embellish things, just for argument's sake, entertainment, whatever. I've always known the day of my anniversary because I am the one that picked the day. I chose it. That is an absolute, and that's a fact. I did choose it.
Chose. Why did
So,
you choose that day?
Shut the
But why did you choose the day? I
Please
just
be
want to know.
quiet. Please be quiet because I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Sean. So, yes, I did choose the day. I chose that day for a reason because in my relationship, we actually never had like a conversation like, we officially go together? Sure. Like, it wasn't one of those conversations. So, what I did was, and what we did together was, we picked a day that was significant and it was good. It was a day that worked for us. I never knew our So Shameless anniversary. And if you go back, I said on this show, I was like, don't we have an anniversary coming up? Because I know it was in the summer. The only reason why I knew it was in the summer is because my first day on this show was 2 days after, 2 days after I found out I was pregnant. I was pregnant that summer. And I knew it was also before I came out and said I was pregnant because I didn't do my reveal until September. So I'm like, we started the show in the summer. I know we have an anniversary coming up. So I sat in on the show and I asked Patreon, did I not? Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, y'all, when is our anniversary? I know it's coming up. When the date came back, it happened to be the same date. And I said it then. I was like, oh, shit, that's me and Gunna anniversary, too. That makes it even more special for me. You can't, as my friend, after 2 years, ask me to change my anniversary because you mad that my anniversary is the same day as our anniversary. Why does that not make it like even more important? For me, that means 8/28 is even more special. On top of that, we recently found out that our close friend, like couples friends, like our couple close friends, their anniversary is also 8/28. So we decided for our anniversary this year that we were going to do it together. So we did it together. I'm like, that's fucking fire. It's 3 fly ass anniversaries on the same day. I'm not changing my anniversary. I don't give a fuck. I'm actually going to get married on 8/28 too.
You're doing all of this talking because
at the end of the day,
you're giving
why are you
an
still
emotional
talking?
response to facts.
And there was no nigga, you didn't even know. You didn't even care to ask. You didn't even care to ask.
The third couple is erroneous. We're going to throw that out.
Don't throw them out. I love them.
You're trying to like embellish, like, oh, it's other people, this and the other. You did all of this for
did all
your
that.
anniversary on the same day as our anniversary.
That you didn't care about, you didn't ask about, you didn't know when it was.
We don't get that moment. It is now her and her man's moment.
It was me and my man's moment last year too. You didn't give a fuck last year.
She met the man through.
That makes it even more special.
We don't get that moment. We got a happy anniversary, guys.
That makes it more special.
I do have a question, and this may not affect the case, but I'm just curious why you chose the 28th.
All right.
Very good question.
It's complicated.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Do I have to embellish more? Can I say it's complicated? It's complicated, but it was something that he and I agreed on. And honestly and truly, if I knew that that was also my So Shameless anniversary, I probably would have changed the date. Right. But it's 2 years in now. I'm not changing my anniversary now.
And at the time, you didn't know.
At the time, I did not know.
Why?
That's fair.
Why?
I didn't know. And then even beyond
why
that,
you can't change it?
Even beyond that, when they sent,
why?
You have to also remember when Patreon sent the gift to us for our anniversary, they sent it on a day that we were recording. So that didn't even mean technically that it was that day. I never knew the exact date. Did you know the exact date prior to?
No.
Did you know the exact date prior to? So don't get mad at me. I'm the only one that gave a fuck enough to ask.
I knew last year.
No, you did not.
I did. They knew last year. They told us
so
what day it was.
So when I asked on the show, why you didn't say so?
It's the same as me not remembering y'all birthdays. I don't be remembering. That doesn't discount the fact that it's still y'all birthday and I may have missed it or I may not have said something on that day.
My question
is the day. They told us. Terry told us. They literally did this whole thing for it.
Last summer.
I didn't It was
last summer. I didn't know when.
But last summer, we didn't have this problem because it wasn't your anniversary last summer.
Yes,
you
it was.
Said, yo, you
go back on Instagram. Go back on Instagram.
Go
back on Instagram because I'm not even on the gram right now. Go back on Instagram. Go to my reels. I made a reel. I made a reel on 8/28 last year for my first year anniversary, and nobody said boo.
Did you make a reel for us?
Last year, no, I didn't. But last year we had a So Shameless. Was it? No, it was a pod anniversary. Was it? Who got an Instagram?
I'm not giving you. No, she said come up with her own evidence. Yo, you can't. Judge, you cannot give her evidence.
All right.
Judge, you cannot give her evidence.
Say less.
Please.
Say less.
Right.
Say less.
She came in here. She came in here with this whole diatribe
Say less.
about what? Yes.
So I was gonna say, Dodge, you have some points. Tahoe's greatest point, I believe, is that Dodge, you were quoted as saying you don't know when your anniversary is. And you said that on the show.
But I said it on the show as a joke. Tahoe say mad dumb shit on the show that he know is not true. Just like how he said on the show that he was using Tanae's deodorant knowing damn well it was his.
I wasn't in homie court.
But you led the prosecution to believe that there was a homie court.
Fun fact. So last year.
You can't play that. You can't play that music. Turn it down. Listen, that evidence has to get thrown out. She played the music. It's going to get this show canceled. So, just to the listeners, I just want y'all to understand that you have to remove your emotions from the. You have
28, 21, right?
Just,
nobody said boo last year, so don't say shit this year.
I
Fuck outta
didn't.
here.
I didn't know until they sent us the box.
And
afterwards.
I didn't know
They
until
sent us
I
the box
asked.
after the date.
So
Remember
why
that.
would you? But I'm just saying, in the brain that you have, why would
brain
you
that you-
ask
wait,
me
Your Honor, I
to
object.
change
I
my
object.
anniversary
I object.
2 years
She's battering
in the
me.
middle of my relationship?
She can't
Why
talk
would
to
you
me like
ask
that.
me to do that?
She is the defense. She can't talk to me like that. She's battering.
Sustained.
She's battering. You can't talk to me like that. You have to show respect.
said
I'm
for
an
him or
officer
for
of the
me?
court.
For him, for his objection.
Oh, so that means he got that?
You can't.
I can't what?
You can't insult the prosecution.
Fuck him. So now what?
This
What y'all
is
gonna do?
crazy. This is all I'm trying to
Bailiff?
do is defend.
There is no
All I'm
bailiff.
no, wait. Listen,
Call
guys.
a bailiff.
Let's
I need
be
to go get
honest.
my hair braided anyway.
Let's be
Y'all know
honest.
I be ready to go.
All I'm trying to do is
Is what?
preserve our date as its
Then
own
change our
entity.
day.
It's its own entity.
Change
It
our
actually
day.
is a date that is cemented. It's the day we started. Now,
It's
what
not the
you
day
do
I
is
started.
come behind it, and then in the chat, I said, it's a made up name. She said, so what? I like 828.
I like 828. It's been
Look.
my anniversary for 2 years. I'm not
On
fucking
anniversary.
changing my
I
anniversary.
said, that's crazy. It's our anniversary
It's
already.
our anniversary too.
And that's when she says,
First of all, everything in the world is made up.
Everything in the world is
Second
made
of all,
up.
Even though it's made up, it's not made up because it does signify an important day.
like, yeah,
Therefore-
it's sick.
No. It does signify an
Therefore,
important day.
no.
Therefore,
Yes,
no.
it signifies an important day because I don't know what the backstory is that you have for that day, but it doesn't represent what y'all got. As
Why
far
does everything?
as
Why does
what-
everything with you have to be one or the other? Why can't it just be both? Why two things can't live in the same space?
Because we deserve our own moment.
But we've been on this show for 4 years. We have never had a happy anniversary for us in 4 years. The third year,
Yes, we did.
be quiet. The third year, it happened because of the Patreon. They knew. I didn't know. You didn't know. You didn't know. And none of y'all niggas even cared to know. So don't come to me because I actually cared to
this is
find out
all-
about something because I gave a fuck about y'all.
This is-
And I had space for both.
Again, yeah, I just want to speak to the jury and to the judge. Your
There is
Honor.
no jury.
Listen,
The Discord.
although
Toro.
y'all.
she has a great case, it sounds great, it's emotional,
You can't-
it's pulling
although
on my
what?
heartstrings, right? The facts are the facts.
There are no
she
facts.
made up the date and put it on top of our anniversary.
But did I do that
celebrated
on
it.
purpose?
Celebrated it. We didn't get a happy So Shameless post, nothing. She celebrated her anniversary. It was a
You didn't do a
beautiful
happy So
video.
Shameless
It was
post
beautiful
either.
because I felt stepped on.
You ain't
I
feel
felt
stepped on
stepped
last
on.
year if you knew the anniversary date because they told you. Why you ain't feel away
Listen,
last year? Why you ain't
listen,
say
like I
something
said,
last year?
I found
Why
out
didn't you say
afterwards.
something last year?
I found out afterwards.
After
Once
my
they sent
anniversary?
the whole thing last year. That's when I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I didn't know, but now I know. Now I know. And I'm like, yo, why do we have to have ours under yours?
I do want to defer to the jury in a minute, but I do have a question. Is it an option, Dars, to change your date?
I'm not changing my anniversary.
Just asking a question.
It's not your anniversary.
It's about to really not be my anniversary. It's about to
not.
be y'all anniversary because technically my first day on So Shameless was July 10th. So fuck y'all.
That was, you were a guest. That we're talking about us as a unit. See how she's trying to look, yo, come on. You made up the date. Admit you made up the date.
I said I made it up.
All right, and now
I
you're
admitted that
stepping
already.
on our date.
I'm not
That's what I'm
stepping
saying.
on shit.
I rest my case.
There is no fucking case. You're getting me tight.
So let me just sum up the cases. The prosecution would like to, we have a set date that's etched in stone when So Shameless started.
It's not etched in stone. Y'all niggas did not care.
But that is the actual date. There is actual
is.
some,
Yes, it is.
historical evidence that shows that, right? So Ty was asking for you to change
No.
the date that you acknowledged your relationship. And your rebuttal is that you've already been celebrating that date. That date means something to you,
Exactly.
although it's made up. And
So?
here we are. So now we have to defer to the jury.
Let's defer to the jury. We already know these are the diapers. The diapers have been soaking up her emotional
So
tears
he's
during her
badgering
whole,
the jury, and you ain't gonna say shit about that.
during this
You
whole
just said
thing.
you said fuck you to everybody.
With a
I didn't say
curved
fuck you to
finger.
you.
You said to the jury.
I said fuck you to him. The one that's bringing this stupid shit up.
Jury, we need your votes in the chat. As you all know, the chat is here with all of our Discord members. They are going to. I don't see any problem with picking a date for either, as long as it's within the same month. I do the same with my birthday. Celebrate the entire month. Kiana, very dope. That you're
guilty.
Yeah. That you're
The judge is corrupt. That's crazy.
on the fucking fence here. Thanks a lot, Kiana. You
the
were
judge
here.
corrupt?
Malcolm says guilty. Rachel says both can be celebrated. Okay. Thanks, Rachel. So we all know
It can be
They
the
scared.
same.
they scared.
Like, it's not
They
that
scared
big
her.
of a deal. I
They
don't
scared of her.
understand. They scared. What
They
the
scared
fuck
of
am I gonna do? I'm gonna fly to everybody's town and beat them up?
With the aggression you're showing during your
I wanna
testimony.
slap the shit out of you for bringing this up.
Yes. Nah, she could have
Wait.
picked any day.
Trav.
2 weeks ago, she said she didn't know the day.
Travis, I asked you. I don't understand.
Kiana, look. What Dodge said then. I'm not on the fence. Proof of the exact day. Okay. Now,
I don't have time.
it's looking like I won.
No, it's not. Look, somebody whole household. This is fucking insanity.
My entire household
yo.
is with Dodge. Listen.
This
I
is
think
real life insanity.
It's very much rigged, being that
How is it rigged? Because
the
it makes
jury-
sense.
The jury literally calls themselves Dodge's diapers.
No, they don't.
What do they call themselves?
Nothing. They're just the so shameless Discord. You've been calling them diapers for years.
You wasn't calling them the diamonds?
Is diamond and diaper the same word?
You called them the diamonds. I'm calling them. See how she changes it? Now she knows that they were called something. But then once I say diapers, no, they're just the Discord. This is what I'm talking about.
No, first of all, they never called themselves that. I called them that.
So they had a name.
Melly, Toro, do y'all
Not
have
by
any votes
them.
to
You
submit?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
All right.
Now,
Please the fifth, huh?
I would
Convenient.
like to. This isn't done. We're not done. Okay?
I'm not changing shit.
Travis said Tahoe when she got to change the date. They
Like,
in the,
I'm
they
like,
in the, in the
I'm just
Discord
very
arguing now.
confused now. Like, now I'm confused because I feel
They're
like
arguing.
y'all niggas don't know me. You cannot bully me to do anything. If you try to bully me to do something, I'm literally gonna go against it and do the opposite just to piss you off. Now, if you would have been nicer about it, maybe I would have possibly considered and had that conversation with my man. But since you tried to demand for me to do something, fuck you, Travis, fuck you, Malcolm, fuck you too.
You brought him up. I'm curious. Is Gunner in the jury right now? I'm
I
curious
don't know what
to
he
know his
had.
thoughts.
I don't know.
Yo, do you notice that? It doesn't
You want to know
matter.
something so funny?
It doesn't matter.
I'm going to tell you this that
we
has nothing
have-
to do with him.
Wait,
The funny thing is,
doesn't matter.
because the date, look, because we did choose the date, it could have changed. It literally could have. In his phone for our anniversary, it literally says this date might change. So we could have had that conversation, and I could have done it, and I'm not going to do it.
Okay, you ain't got to do
I'm
it.
not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Oh, look, my man
Look.
said he ain't changing shit. So
Look.
again, fuck you too.
Look, at the end of the day, I just want y'all to realize, and my point in taking her Your Honor, my point is the disrespect. I'm like, yo.
How is that disrespectful?
Everything you just said, like, I don't give a fuck. I might have changed it if you didn't come at me like, yo, we on homie
Yo,
court.
you be talking to me
We're in
crazy.
homie court.
This nigga on my
Talking to you crazy.
Nigga on my
She
anniversary.
literally, fuck you
No.
twice.
No.
I'm talking to her crazy.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
Right?
No,
All this.
No. 'Cause
All
you be
this
talking
extra energy.
You be talking to me crazy. Because Tahoe's
getting
the
real.
most
What did I do?
irresponsible, the most
What did I do?
irresponsible friend ever. Tahoe is the type of nigga that would tell you to move your birthday because he wasn't ready for that day. He that type of nigga.
Yeah.
But wait,
What's wrong with that?
you son of a
Why?
bitch.
No, I'm not saying. I wouldn't say move it. I would say, why didn't you tell me it's your birthday?
Just wait. Just
Like,
wait.
There's a reason for that.
Wait. Now, Sunday at 10:36 a.m., I was the first person to speak in the chat. I said, happy anniversary, fellas. There's no one I'd rather be embarking on this journey with. I love y'all and hate y'all equally. Tahoe, it's our anniversary, LOL. I said, Jesus Christ.
I was joking.
Oh, so now we could joke on this show. So when I sat there and I was saying how Game of Thrones was so important to me that I don't know my anniversary date, that wasn't a joke? Because I know my anniversary date, baby.
Me saying that in the chat, come on. Me saying that in the chat versus you stopping us talking about Game of Thrones to prove your point that you know this over knowing your anniversary date is completely different.
Mind you.
It's completely different.
I woke up first thing in the morning to say happy anniversary to y'all because I love y'all. And I appreciate He never said happy anniversary to me. He went under my anniversary post on Instagram popping shit.
How you pop shit? What'd I say?
What you said?
I don't remember, but it wasn't popping shit.
Niggas was under it like, yo, Tahoe, like.
What did I say?
Why you going in on her anniversary? Like, niggas was under the post talking shit.
I just said something like, LOL, I cannot. Or something. That's not going in. That's not going. I just like, I cannot. Like, because
but
the
you want to
whole
know, I have a question. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
May I, Your Honor?
Sure.
If you cared so much about So Shameless's anniversary, why didn't you say something on your page about us?
I told you, I felt stepped on. I was hurt.
Oh, you were hurt?
I was hurt. I was literally
so
hurt to my core.
You were so hurt to your core.
You did not understand the importance of us having
I didn't understand the importance. Did I not? Hold on.
Us having our own day versus you taking it and saying right
happy
after
anniversary,
that, it's
fellas.
Also ours.
There is
also
no one I'd rather be embarking on this journey with. I love y'all and hate y'all equally.
I'm not speaking. Maybe that kind of cancels each other out. I love y'all and hate y'all equally.
With a laughing face because y'all because
neither one of y'all, which is why I put my man shit on here.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. But it's
I would like to say,
because I'm not celebrating no anniversaries with you.
I would look all this extra cancer shit. This
yep.
What we was talking about last week, last year, just emotional.
Yep.
Like yo, I think I have points.
No, you don't have no points because you will only have points if we was celebrating anniversaries on this show prior. You would only have points if you gave a fuck to even know when the anniversary was. You sat here on this show and you said that you knew the date and you still didn't even have the wherewithal to remember the date to even say something. It was me that brought it up.
Like
it was me.
I know somebody's birthday, but I don't know it's that day.
It was me that brought it up. It was me that cared about it. It was me that inquired about it because I understood that it was around this time of the year. And if it wasn't for me, if I didn't ask, you would not even had known that it was our same date as an anniversary. So at the end of the day, don't make it seem like I'm trying to belittle or step on top of this podcast because I actually prioritize this podcast. That's why I'm always fucking here. So since you feel some type of way, you changed the So Shameless date. You changed that date, nigga.
I just want to know why you going so hard. All of this extra
I said
doesn't change the date that you did what you did. Like
I didn't do
you're
shit.
Just talking hard to make it seem like you have a better point than you do. You don't have a better point than you do. Your only point is that you knew the date. You put the shit on top of it because if you didn't, you wouldn't have said that morning, happy anniversary. So you did know.
Because I asked, they just told us
that
2
morning,
weeks before.
I didn't wake up thinking it's 8:28. I didn't fucking even know the date. There's no date master in my house. I don't have a cat phone.
Yeah, you got a calendar right there, you son of a bitch. You got a phone. You have this Apple.
I didn't know.
Hey, Google, what's today's date? Hey, Google.
All of this
what's
barking.
Today's date?
Oh, I would have changed it if you came at me differently. Exactly. Hey, we'll do that later, Google. Put a point for that.
Motherfucker.
Now.
Niggas act like
I want to take somebody else.
Ladies, I just want to let y'all know that this is how men are. They forget about your anniversary and then they try to make it seem like they knew the whole time and they're so hurt. Get the fuck out of here.
Hurt. I think I have every right to be hurt.
And what are you hurt for? What hurt you?
Hurt because this show means. See, look, can't even talk.
I'm sorry. Let me shut up.
It's almost as if you don't even care.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't care about. Keep fucking playing with me.
It's almost as if you don't care about my feelings.
I don't give a shit about your feelings.
Exactly.
Let's break up.
That's why you would do such a heinous crime.
Let's break up. Last episode, because I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Stupid.
We doing this? All right. Oh, because of a homie court?
Don't take me to homie court for some
taking
stupid
you to
shit.
Homie, yeah.
Gonna tell me some shit that I did something heinous that I don't care when I'm the one that asked about it.
Dodge,
son of a bitch.
The jury gave their decision. You won the homie court.
I already knew that.
As the judge, I will say this. You kind of led Tahoe astray to think that he had a case by telling everybody
By making a joke?
on the podcast. It wasn't clear that it was a joke.
It's dead ass clear that it was a joke.
You led him to believe that he had a strong case today.
Where's
No,
my
I
camera?
did not. Nobody led him to believe anything.
Listen, you still won. We gotta acknowledge
She
that.
can't argue. She can't. She will fight anybody.
Oh, so my bad.
About
So I'm not
this.
making no more jokes on the show. It's all real shit from
See?
now on. Hope you
Look,
do the same.
Look.
So now we can't make a joke.
It just wasn't clear that it was a joke. I'm being very neutral now. It wasn't clear that it was a joke.
I don't think she's a fish. Cancers aren't fish.
I'm a crab.
Kiana, you said it, not me.
I'm a crab.
Now, I want to
Yes,
say,
I say it as a joke. It's a fucking joke. Oh. How I don't know the day I picked. Shut the fuck up, Travis.
I picked.
I chose my date. And it
Where's
stands.
my camera?
And it stands.
Now, I'm on the phone
Motherfucker.
with Loon as the damn.
And fuck him too.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we should do a class action homie court against Loon.
That nigga Oppie.
Seriously, big Oppie.
Big op energy.
Hold on.
Call that nigga. Call that Oppie.
You call him on your phone.
No,
and that
'cause I
way
ain't speak to
I
him
can
all
play
week.
The fucking homie court.
He might not answer because he know I'm not talking to him. That nigga
That's
op.
exactly why it's important for us to get him on the line.
I'm gonna call his Oppie stupid ass.
Because it is nasty with this nigga.
It's very nasty with him.
Yeah, hold on. I hope
That
God
nigga
he answers the
demoted.
phone.
Don't what me, bitch.
This is homie court. In the so shameless justice system, friendship-based offenses are considered especially heinous. These are their stories.
I just want to say, I thought we were friends.
Oh my God.
I thought I could trust you. I had no idea you were such an op. Oppie vibes.
Oppie vibes.
Daja Bell and I have band together to take you to homie court in a class action lawsuit
You serious?
Yep.
against you for being
And
Oppie.
op. You a op.
Is Trom here?
Yep.
I'm here. I'm listening.
All right, so at
He
least
the
I get a
judge.
sense.
Now, I'm on the phone with Loon, as I am often. We talk about things, and I'm like, yo, Dodge made the So Shameless interview. Oh, no, she told me already that you bugging. This one here. This one here tells me that you told him that I'm bugging,
Yeah.
putting the anniversary on our anniversary and the whole thing that we just went through.
Yes.
I said, bro, she said it in the show. The clip they just posted today, she said she doesn't know her anniversary. I send this shit to him. Right? Mm-hmm. The nigga's like, oh, yeah, she's crazy. Wow, she's
Oh, I'm
crazy.
crazy?
I said, don't say nothing.
Nah,
He
yeah,
said,
you crazy for that.
It was a fucking joke, you op ass bitch.
I
Well,
said,
how was I
don't.
supposed to know that? I was under the impression that you didn't know, and I thought you was crazy for that.
Can
All
I
right.
appeal?
Okay, no, you can't appeal. People can feel how they feel.
Now, I say, Loon, don't say nothing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
taking her to homie court next week.
You op ass nigga.
And what
The
happened?
nigga's like, I bet, yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. What does he do? Hangs up the phone. Dodge, please step up. The next. What happens?
How you know what happened?
Cause the bitch nigga sent me to Texas.
Wow, yo, ain't no loyalty in the Cancer household. That's crazy, nigga. You really a disloyal ass nigga. Bet. So the nigga hits me up talking about how he defends me all the time. Like, yo, I be defending you. I really be having your back. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? What happened now? Because normally he is always about some bitch. He always got a bitch that be mad at my existence because I exist and be like, oh, she, and I'm just like, yo, that's just my friend. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm thinking it's another bitch that's mad at me for existing. I'm like, yo, what happened? I call a nigga. I gotta call you back. I'm in the gym. Like, all right. Call a nigga later. oh, I'm still busy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, bro, why would you open your mouth and tell me that you had to defend my honor against something? And I'm asking you what it was, and you're like, oh, I can't tell you because I'm sworn to secrecy. So why the fuck did you say anything to me at all?
Why
you know
the
me.
fuck would you say anything?
Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. Like, why even tell me that you was defending me against something and you can't tell me what you was defending me against? You a Cancer. You know how we roll. I'm going to ask you. You should have just shut the fuck up.
Now you
but on top of
now
that,
he's sending me the shit. So when he sends it to me, I'm like, why would you
do
say
that?
anything? What is the point of that?
We need an explanation.
Can I go?
Yes, Loon, please go ahead.
So, Charles, for starters, I want this case to be dismissed for the simple fact that I never actually snitched and said anything. So your entire case has no leg to stand on.
what are you talking about? You basically said that you had
I never said
information.
anything. Yeah, but I never gave the information, so I never snitched. Never snitched. I never said anything. That's just the fact.
That was enough.
Second of all,
You
I am
inform
still going.
the-
May I please have the floor? Second of all, the only reason why I did that, because me and Tahoe had a joke about a Godfather movie reference, where one of the niggas was like, yo, like I defend you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was something funny. So I was like, yo,
I never
I'ma
even
just
seen
send
The
the same
Godfather.
shit to Dodge. Well, it's not. It's one of the mobs. It's some kind of mobster reference.
But why would you
It's
why
not
would you
necessarily
write me an
Godfather.
inside joke between you and Tahoe? What the fuck does that have to do with me?
I just thought it would have been funny.
You're an idiot.
Let me
I
tell you
told
right
I
now, Your
told you
Honor.
what I was talking about. So
Yo,
anyway, at the end of the day, I want this case to be dismissed.
You're demoted as a friend. He almost
Your
made
Honor.
best friend status. I was saying that the other day. I was like, yo, I think Loon is like one of my best friends. And then you did some oppy ass shit like that.
I'm actually about to reverse this whole homie court when you're done. So hold that down.
I just want to let you know that telling somebody, hey, you have a rat in your house is snitching. That's like you might not tell me what they said, but you're alerting them that something has been said. You are making them go on red alert. That's
That
like,
was an
hey,
alert.
I snitched on you. Like, you don't have to tell them what you said, but you know I snitched on you. You're guilty of snitching. I don't have to know what you said.
Good point. So it's like a halfway snitch.
It's still a dry snitch.
It's definitely a dry snitch.
It's a dry snitch. Niggas called you a rat 7 times, nigga.
This is crazy.
Loon, do you think it's a
So, Charles,
partial
where we at?
snitch?
Where we at?
Would you agree it's a partial snitch?
Look at him.
No, because I didn't accidentally leak any confidential information.
If you
You want to know what's so funny? Let me tell you something. When he said it,
went and thought about
I
it,
didn't know what he was talking about.
but you
But
knew.
when you wrote the notes today, I said,
Boom.
this is what Loon is talking about.
Boom.
He knew Tahoe was going to take me to homie court, and I knew what the homie court was, because
And
that was
she
the only
prepared.
beef we had all week.
She prepared for the first hour before the show. She knew, and that's why when I said
And I
something,
wrote in the
she
chat- you
came
saw the
in.
notes?
You made me lose the case because she was more prepared than I was with my own fucking homie court. I went in there like fucking with the fucking Method Man, thinking I had a case sealed and shit. Here comes Proctor,
I'm mad I get the
fucking
reference.
kicked my ass.
That's really crazy. That's really crazy.
Jury, Your Honor, I think this is this open and shut case, but please.
We're gonna have to defer to the jury on this. I hope they heard it all. You know,
They want him arrested. Drew said give him the electric chair.
hang that
Oh,
nigga
Yo,
now.
what?
Yeah, he said give you the electric chair. You really oppie, son. I really thought we was friends.
Somebody said issue a warrant of arrest for Loon. Not he snitching. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
Nigga said loose lips sink ships.
Where'd the chat go?
Hey,
Why
can
did it
you please
disappear?
tell Tahoe stop sending me King Von lyrics?
I don't know why he told. Yes, I've been on that nigga body,
I
nigga.
don't even listen to King Von, so I
Yes.
can't really understand what's
Yes, I don't know why he
Why
told.
you thugged out niggas?
Niggas called you op Captain Loon. This nigga says stone that man. No snigger.
Son,
Called you a snitch nigga. You a
I think
snigger.
this
So, Loon, we know that your intentions wasn't to snitch, but you still alerted the defendant that something was going on, and she was able to put 2 and 2 together, and it did affect the case. And the jury has spoken.
You're guilty. Guilty.
You see what happens when you go against your cancer sister? You see what happens when you go against me? You see what happens, stupid? I'm always right, stupid.
Y'all gonna have a hard time trying to get me to go to jail from Switzerland. That's one.
From Switzerland?
He going on a run.
Yeah, they're not about to find me. I'm not suffering these penalties.
Now, you said that you were flipping this around.
Second of all, I would like to reverse this homie court and present my case.
Reverse it on who?
On your stupid ass.
Oh.
She banged it.
Who the fuck he thought he was going?
She banged it.
Who the fuck he
On
thought he
him.
was talking to?
Said you have to file. You didn't file the correct paperwork.
Who the fuck he thought? What
This
he thought?
is crazy. Said you
got
have to
me
do it
fucked
on
up.
your own show.
He got me fucked up.
That's crazy. I wouldn't, you know, just because he made me lose the case, I will not be opening the court doors for him.
Good.
He's on the outside.
Because I
Now,
got a homie court for his stupid ass.
we have to go on break. We'll go on break, but when we come back, I have a surprise for y'all.
Gotta go. Why are there so many steps? I got 2 minutes to get home and my girl won't know I haven't been taking my Taste Vita vitamins.
Excuse me.
Move, lady, get out the way. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I got a minute left. I gotta get home and take these vitamins and shit. No, don't give me no hit. Oh my God. Lady, I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Listen, I got 2 minutes to get home and take these pills or she ain't gonna taste me. You trying to hear that? I'm sorry, I gotta go. Oh God, I ain't gonna make it. I gotta go. I'm almost there. I gotta go. Oh my God. Come on. Okay, right in the cabinet. Get him. Success.
Taste Vita. Tahoe for 15% off. Use code Tahoe for 15%.
Now, it's been an interesting morning, afternoon, and evening. Such an interesting week. I would like to say I love this fucking podcast. I love my co-hosts. I think y'all are fucking amazing. I love all of our production people, Melly, Toro, Chelsea. I love you all. I even love the people that used to be here, that have moved on to other bigger and better things or whatever the hell they're doing. Don't do that. Interestingly enough, I get a text this week that says, I think I need to take somebody to homie court.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Another one? I know there is
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
Another.
They didn't want us to take her to homie court. God did.
In this justice system, friendship-based
No, you
offenses
not.
are considered especially heinous. These are their stories.
No, he not. No, he not.
Chelsea.
No, you not.
So this one is especially heinous because the social media manager is supposed to be somewhat unbiased. I would think.
I gotta take the glasses off.
The last thing I would expect
Oh shit.
is there for, you know, to be some type of oppiness going on there in that situation. You know what I mean? I didn't think So Shameless page is guilty of fake news. So it's kind of like, you know, if kicking a person when they're down was a person, it would be Chelsea. So the post, I'm getting jumped already. Like the post literally ends in me getting jumped by Tahoe and Dodge. So here comes Chelsea, the social media manager. It's kind of like you're sitting at a restaurant and there's a fight going on and the person is getting beat up. They're getting fucked up. They're getting jumped. And you like, oh, let me pick up my chair and throw my chair at them while they're down on the floor bleeding. And now I don't even have a chair to sit down, but it doesn't matter as long as that person is hurt, you know? And that's what I got from Chelsea.
So, Chelsea, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, boo.
Because the way this is not happening.
Oh shit, son.
Now, Trom is saying that you are supposed to be biased. Unbiased. And that you showed bias in the way that you spoke to him. What exactly did she do?
Oh, let me
Pull up your evidence.
go to the evidence.
Yo, son.
Oh my God.
Chelsea, son, it's not going down like this. I promise you, it's not.
So usually, you know, it's not about.
What evidence was withheld? What evidence wasn't posted?
So normally, when you
Press the
are.
pause? All right, cool.
She good. You
I
mean
love
she'll
Chelsea.
need you.
So, for example, normally as a social media manager, as an unbiased person, you shouldn't really give off like your gender or opinion on the actual statement that's going on. We're having debates. We have debates all the time. This debate happens to be where one of the people on the show is getting jumped. So, there's a comment.
Define getting jumped.
Getting beat up by one or more persons.
Two or more
persons,
How did you
yes.
get jumped in that clip? Let's hear this.
I was getting jumped.
How you got jumped? We need you to speak on that because
you brought this case, so you got to be able to define all these things.
I'm defining, okay, I have a definition for
Don't you go to Urban Dictionary.
unbiased.
No, that's
Unbiased. Hold on, slow down.
We're talking about evidence.
Marked by impartiality and honesty, free from self-interest, prejudice, or favoritism. Okay. I feel like there was some favoritism here. There was a comment in there that, OMG, I'm too much like DJ Trauma. I'm starting to think maybe we are the problem. Right?
You bypassed my question.
Here comes So Shameless Pod.
Hold on, Chelsea.
Hold on.
He's still trying
Here
to-
comes So Shameless Pod. Right? It's not a person. It's an actual business. Right? Which should be free from bias. Which should be free from, gender. Try to remain neutral. And the So Shameless Pod comment, it's giving accountability. So that's a very biased comment. It's showing a lot of... And my main thing, Chelsea, I believe you favorited, you pinned one of the comments, right?
Uh-huh.
Which comment did you pin? Let's see which comment you pinned.
It's not pinned anymore.
Oh, it's definitely pinned. So, a lot of times on the So Shameless page, Chelsea may pin more than one comment. So you can see both sides, right? You may pin one argument and the counter. So she only pinned one side. And I actually asked her.
Spell my name, Prav.
Yeah, that's a horrible Chelsea right there.
No, you can't spell.
She said she broke it down perfectly. I hate digging. Answer me like an adult. Very good comment. Pinned by the So Shameless podcast. There were no other alternative comments pinned at all. Very interesting for somebody that's unbiased and not showing favoritism. That's it for now.
Chelsea, you've heard his case against you. You do have the floor and a chance to defend yourself.
Alrighty. So first, I'd like to point out how Charm brought this case up, but he couldn't define how he was being jumped in that clip.
Wait, I gotta hear you better. Hold
your
on.
thing up.
I think it's up. Hold on a second. Let me take this case off my phone. I need to be able to.
Yeah, we gotta hear this.
I gotta hear this shit. Oh, this fucking case. Goddamn.
Yo.
All right, let's go.
So Trump couldn't define how he was being jumped in that clip, but he brought this case up.
It's clear.
We just gonna start up there.
Okay.
And then I also never pinned more than one comment. If
Definitely
you go
can't.
back to all the posts, thank you, Dodge. Never. I literally pinned the most funny one that I see at that moment. And Charm also commented that way after the comment that I pinned.
Mm-hmm.
And I never move the pins once they get pinned.
Can you pin more than one comment?
No.
I think you only pin one.
Interesting. Okay. So what about the comment that was made by the So Shameless pod? Was that not
also,
showing favoritism or unbiased or being unfair, maybe?
No, because I responded to your comment as well. I responded to some of your comments laughing at them. My job is to engage.
The comment that
So
you
I
gave
engaged with your comment as well.
was appropriate coming from Chelsea as an individual, but very unprofessional coming from So Shameless pod. Very biased, very unfair.
Biased.
But
He's giving Trump right now. He's very
How
biased, very unfair. Go ahead.
But how is it biased if I responded to what the person said? So I just followed up on their thoughts. I didn't give them that thought or give them the direction to go in. I just followed up on the direction they were already at.
You offered an opinion when you're supposed to remain neutral and biased. You kicked me while I was down.
Was that an opinion, Trump?
This is an especially heinous crime because I thought you were better. I thought we were better than that, Chelsea.
Okay. Chelsea, do you have a wrap up?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Tahoe. I'm excited about this. How are we talking about engagement when you don't post anything, Trump?
I comment on what you post because that's what you do. You post. That's what you're hired to do. And I comment on it and I engage on it.
You don't even repost the stuff that I post? Like, you literally double tap it when you see
I comment on it.
That's it. And you only comment if you're being attacked in the comments.
Ooh.
What's that?
She said you only comment when you're being attacked in the comments.
No, that's not true.
Somebody said Trump needs to take this to small claims. Oh, shit. Can we pin that? Can I pin it? Do I have a right to pin that as the host? I'm supposed to be unbiased? Okay. I don't know if we have a judge here. Chelsea, you can go for now. And I guess if you guys have wrapped up, are y'all finished?
I think so.
We're finished here.
Chelsea won.
Yes, I pointed out all the holes in Trump's argument. I'm done.
Do a chair at me, Chelsea.
The jury is now responding. Oh,
Can I
bye,
ask a
Chelsea.
question?
Sorry, I didn't hang up right.
Can I ask a question, Trump? Can you read the comment again? What was the comment?
Holy shit.
Hold on. I'm trying to find
Oh my God. This is hilarious for me. I don't know if you guys at the
more heinous stuff.
There wasn't
He's still
anything there.
reaching. He's still looking for more comments.
Do you have a rebuttal to the fact that Chelsea says that you don't push engagement on your page, so you can't talk about engagement?
My rebuttal is that is a deflection. I'm taking her to homie court for throwing a chair at me for kicking me while I'm down, and she's talking about whether I post on social media or not. That's not the point. The point is,
she said her job was to drive engagement, so she,
in an unbiased, fair
but
way.
can you I need you to go back to that comment because it was something in there that I'm not arguing either side. I just need to hear it again.
In that comment, she said that.
No, what did the person say?
Okay.
Oh my God. This is just y'all.
She said, the comment, OMG, I'm too much like DJ Trauma, specifically mentioned my name.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to think maybe we are the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea comes in. It's giving accountability.
Is it All right, never mind. It's not my case.
And to me, that's not giving fairness or unbiased.
Do you think that she
giving-
could have possibly been speaking about that person and not necessarily about you?
You know, Daj, I would give her that if this didn't spill over into our personal chat where she went further into her point and she led us all to believe what her feelings were, which is consistent with her feelings on it.
Chelsea did say she was speaking about that person.
Let me. I just want to know, and you did this in my case against Dodge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you bring up the group chat during the case? She's gone now. Case is kind of over.
I can't find it.
You can't find the group chat?
No, I can't find where she was. Where
It was like a whole thing.
Right,
It was
yeah,
like
I'm like, where
I
is
was
it?
getting like secondhand embarrassment from watching you going back and forth with the media manager. I was like, what
Nigga
is
said
going
you need a
on?
continuance of trial because you're not prepared.
And you are slightly inebriated. So I normally would not let defense attorney
Under the influence.
come in under the influence.
Chelsea
So I'm
said-
willing to throw this out.
Chelsea said she was speaking about that person, and she said in the chat she was talking about you.
So in the chat, I said you didn't.
Wait,
even,
you can't. Can he still go on if she's not here?
She not here. She going.
She can't. You can't.
I'm
offer
just
any
gonna
more
give a
evidence.
fact.
You
Just
can't
gonna
offer
give a
any
fact.
more evidence.
It's not
We
evidence.
closed it.
It's just a fact.
No, you can't. It's evidence. You cannot. Trom, you cannot offer
Call
any
her
more
back.
evidence.
Nigga said call her.
Trom, the case is over. We're going to jury. I'm sorry. It's stretched out too long. I don't know why you didn't offer that during the case. Like, you was in your phone for so long. I'm waiting for you to do that. But we're sending the case to the jury. We have to send the case to the jury. We have to move on.
I have to get this off.
You will get it off after. You can get it off after the verdict.
Yo, everything is fucking funny.
Jury, I am giving you the case. I'm waiting to see what the verdict is. Now, I already know Dina says
Of course she on
she's
Trom's
guilty.
side.
She was being shady.
Thank you, Dina.
Trav also says she's guilty.
Yo, Travis, I'ma stab that nigga.
She was being shady, and she corroborated that in the chat.
Do we have any other votes? As of right now,
You can't throw out
Trom
good evidence like
wins by default because we only have 2 votes.
Somebody put my vote in the chat. I vote for Chelsea.
A judge cannot vote.
I'm not a judge. Was I a judge? I wasn't appointed.
No,
you're a judge.
look at this
Oh.
one here. This one here. Damn it, Melly is voting for.
Chelsea doing jury tampering. Very good
As of
point.
right now, it's 2-1. Brandon said, I've never seen her. I don't know what she looks
You
like.
never seen her because
I
you don't
can't
come
vote her.
nowhere. Shut up.
I can't vote for somebody I don't know if I like her or not.
We love
if I
Chelsea.
like how she looks.
That's very, very, very Brandon.
It's looking like Chelsea lost this.
And you say they on my side all the time. They be
That's
on that nigga
crazy.
side. There's no way Chelsea lost.
And now, I'm going to keep it real with you. I do understand Trom's point. I have often had issues with, say, one of us are going at each other in some type of way, and here come Melly backing Dodge just because they're cancers.
Wow.
Just because they're cancers.
Wish Loon was
I'm
like that.
You're not partial. You're supposed to be impartial. Impartial.
Why is she supposed to be impartial?
Because.
But
She don't
I'm
even know
always
you.
right.
What's her last name?
Nigga, you don't know my last name.
Girl.
I'm not gonna say it, but you know.
Can't pronounce it. Melly had my whole ID. Melly know my name. She know my birthday. She got my address.
The social media page should show some sort of impartiality. But this is not like they're allowed to have a personality, no? The page has to have
agree.
a personality. You was going hard.
So
you
that-
went very hard at the social media page.
That personality should include kicking one of the co-hosts while they're down.
You weren't down.
You were not down, bro. We just happened to say the same thing at the same time. You were
So
not getting
us-
jumped.
You're saying that us both, okay. We were both yelling. We kind of yelled at him.
We just said the same thing at the same time, very
No, the whole
passionately.
clip was us yelling at him.
No, we was talking about a
Yeah,
hypothetical
you were talking,
person.
and then I was yelling. Why
I'm
the
not gonna
fuck?
throw that. Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
yelling about Adam. Why the fuck, dude? Why can't you just say Adam? Why can't you say you was with Tahoe? This nigga's still looking. What is the evidence that you're looking for, Trom?
Now I'm looking because there were people that were saying that y'all jumped me. I didn't come up with that.
Reek said it. I
Oh,
think
yeah?
Reek said it.
You still looking for evidence?
This nigga.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Master.key 6. Y'all gonna stop
Who?
trying to jump Tron.
Who is that? Master.key6?
You ain't never seen that name before in your life. You ain't never spoke to that person, engaged with that person,
Trom,
nothing.
Come
What
on,
does that have
bro.
to do with anything?
This is nonsense.
Okay, so let me give my point that was going to be thrown out. It was in the
I
chat.
cannot.
Yo.
I can't.
See your pants.
I
Are you
said,
serious?
Chelsea, as the media manager, you're supposed to be neutral. She hit me with the ha-ha, right? I said, you didn't even pin my comment on IG. She could have responded and be like, oh, I can't pinned multiple comments, right? She said nope because it was extra Gemini. So you're literally admitting that you're being impartial, unbiased.
This is a personal chat. She has a right to. She doesn't have to respond at Social Shameless podcast in the personal chat.
So, and I said neutral online while telling the truth in the group chat. I see what's going on.
You just said she was neutral online.
No, I said that's what you're supposed to do. Be neutral online and tell the truth in the group chat.
That's what you said?
I actually did say that.
You're supposed to be neutral online.
He said neutral online while telling the truth in the group chat.
That's what you said.
I said that, meaning that's what you're
saying.
saying.
No, that's not what you said.
I'm literally telling her that she's not being neutral.
Yo, first of all, Trump,
yes.
You didn't write that. Chelsea said that she was neutral online while telling the truth in the group chat.
That's erroneous.
You tried to pass it off as yourself?
That nigga Chelsea said
bro.
that.
That's erroneous.
Come on, bro. You tried to pass that off as you?
It could have been said by anybody.
Oh my God.
First of all, and then the nigga lying. Yo, I be telling y'all Geminis is lying. Yo, bro. She did not say. She said.
What does?
You said the answer to your question. Wait, hold on.
Oh, he's trying
Hold
to.
on.
Are you trying to pad the evidence
I'm
folder?
Not. Listen, I already won the case. I'm not padding nothing. My point is that she admitted in our personal chat, which I agree is personal, that that this is how she feels about it. That I was being extra Gemini.
No.
My point is that it was clear that she was being biased.
Bro, help, Dina.
Bro, Chelsea said clearly in the chat that she was neutral online while she is telling the truth in the group chat, which means that the post that you were upset about, she was being neutral because she just said in the chat she wasn't referring to you, she was referring to that person.
So how did I know how she felt before we took her to the chat? I already knew that she was because she was being shady, as the jury said.
Strong.
As the jury stated, she was being shady online.
She wasn't.
Hence, she felt like she was being neutral, but she wasn't. That was an incorrect statement on her part.
Bro, she said in the chat.
This is crazy.
She said she was being neutral, but she wasn't.
Yes, she was. Somebody said something that they agreed with you, and they said that they're starting to think that we are the problem. People that believe like this, people that move like this, we are the problem. Chelsea said yes. Accountability. And then came in the chat and told you about yourself, and you mad because she told that person to be accountable online?
I'm mad that she was being shady.
Mad is a strong word. Are you mad?
Not a word that I'm just using Dodger's words.
So you're not
and
mad.
I'm using the jury's words.
I just want to make sure that mad is not
Of
the
course
case.
I'm not mad. I got nothing but love for Chelsea.
Chelsea's amazing social media manager.
Damn, Trump.
Chelsea, you actually lost this one, and
that's crazy because you could have won if Trump was trying to lie. Damn.
In this case, I must say, I think Trump, you went a little hard because the reason I say that is not because of Instagram, because of the group chat. You was going, I was like, it was like, and I'm just sitting there like,
the group chat was all jokes. I was literally cracking up as I was saying it. And me, even Chelsea, I got number love for you. Even taking you to homie court, it's all love. It's all jokes. It's not that serious. I don't feel like she was really going that hard. Okay. But I did feel a little, I'm like, okay.
And the only reason, so I did feel like you went a little hard, but I still on your side here just because I feel like you're setting a precedent with this homie court for how social media managers and media producers, content managers,
stop subbing, Melly.
Assistants
I'm so happy she
should behave. Impartiality is what this is now in the Supreme Court, right?
Yes, it's the precedent.
No, I don't even say nothing. Tired of arguing today. Like, do we go to break yet or not? Yo, I don't want no smoke with nobody. I'm chilling.
You, nigga.
I'm the judge. Matter of fact, that's like when the bailiff, you can't be pressing the judge. You see, they don't respect us, bro.
Yeah, obviously.
I want to talk about disrespect. So after Hove drops this monumental verse last week, he is now in. There's been a lot of commentary about the verse. A lot of people talking about it's the best verse ever, this, that, and the other. Me personally, I can't say there's no one verse that's the best verse ever, because there's just different moods of mine that Hove is the best verse in. Like, it's just too many that he, you know what I mean? It's just too many. I can't do it. But he winds up on Twitter in one of the spaces. It's like
he was in the Twitter
voice,
spaces again?
The voice thing. He was in Twitter spaces with Guru, with Rob Markman, with a bunch of those people. Trom, have you heard about this?
I have heard about it. I didn't listen
Good.
to it.
Well,
if there is any audio.
I have audio. And this is about some type of conversation where he's addressing being called a capitalist.
Yeah, we're not gonna stop. You know, the hip hop is young. We still growing, and we're not falling for that technology, whatever, you know, this public puts out there now. That, you know, before was the American dream. Pull yourself out of bootstraps and you can make it in America. All these lies that America told us our whole life. And then when we start getting it, they try to lock us out of it. They start inventing words like, you know, capitalist and, you know, things like that. I mean, you know, we've been called nigger and monkeys and shit. I don't care. Those words y'all come up with, y'all got to come up with stronger words. When I say y'all, I'm not talking about you. The words they come up with, they got to come up with stronger words. We're not going to stop. We're not going to be tricked out of our position. Y'all locked us out. Y'all created a system that, you know, doesn't include us. We said, fine. We went our alternate route. We created this music. We did our thing. You know, we hustled. We fucking killed ourselves to get to this space. And, you know, now it's like, you know, eat the rich and think, man, we're not stopping. So that evolution is, you know, from us, you know, we came from selling 7 records and selling records out our trunk, and, you know, no radio play. And I think Reasonable Doubt did 36,000 the first week or something like that. I may be adding a little to it, you know. So, you know, I come from Marcy Projects.
All right. So basically,
615 Lexington Avenue. My grandmother's house. 7 families live. Like, she has 7 kids. My mother and, you know, my parents and siblings lived in that house. My aunt Niecy lived in that house. Hootie lived in that house. Butchie lived in the basement. I mean, this is one house. I went back to that house. I did an interview with Oprah, and I couldn't believe how small this house was, that all of us lived in that house. So, again, that evolution that you speak of is just real, and it's happening in real time, and I'm talking about it. And, you know, we're not going to stop, and we're not going to stop talking about it. They're not going to trick us out of it and make us feel ashamed to be successful in a place that, you know, set up a system for us to be dead at 21.
Okay, Uncle. Heard you.
Now, a lot of people had a lot to say about this clip. And somebody said, at ICE QEUEBE_ says, I'm not even mad at Jay-Z for being a capitalist. I just wish he'd own it and stop trying to straddle the fence between that and a revolutionary. What? There's a few people that had similar comments about Hove, and mentioning his comparison to Fred Hampton, saying you cannot be both. You cannot be a capitalist and a revolutionary, especially since Fred Hampton was against capitalism. He was actually an anti-capitalist, I believe. Dodge, what do you think about that? People were saying, hey, how are you comparing the word capitalist to the N-word, to nigga? Like, bro, like, nah, nobody said that.
This is my first time hearing it. And again, per usual, comprehension skills are lacking in the American school system, honestly. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, he's not literally saying that capitalist is like nigger. He's saying that it's another label that people are trying to put on black people that are successful to try to make it seem like being successful is an issue, that it is a problem. There are literally not that many black billionaires in America. There are not that many black, quote unquote, at the top of the capitalist chain people. It's mostly white people. So you're upset because some of us actually made it to that plateau. America is a corporation. It is not a company. It is a corporation built on the backs of capitalism. This is not a socialist country. We would like, some of us would like if it was, but it's fucking not. And that's okay. So why is it a problem that a nigga from the hood made it to this level? You got a problem with Hove being there, but you don't have a problem with everybody else that's up there too? He's one of hundreds, thousands, and one of the few black faces up there. So what do y'all really want from people? And y'all the same people that go on social media every single day and y'all talk about money all day, and y'all want this and y'all want this car, y'all want this watch, y'all want these shoes, y'all want this bag. You're no different.
Well, I don't know if Tron has something to say, but I kept looking up capitalists because I wasn't sure
why it was a bad thing.
Yeah, because I'm like, don't we live in capitalism?
Yes,
like,
we do.
live in capitalism. Like, all right, I subscribe to the system, the financial system that's here. Mm-hmm. But the word capitalist actually has a deeper signifying meaning, which is that you become part of the 1%. Mm-hmm. You are now, your wealth is being gathered in a way that doesn't give back to the smaller people, and it's almost like taking advantage of the system. We're in a place where it hurts other people because you're hoarding. It's like big businesses. So I'm trying to, I was on the train at the time looking.
But all of the things that you were saying are absolutely true. But even if Jay-Z wasn't a billionaire, even if he wasn't or didn't have the label of a capitalist, if he wasn't there, how does him being there change the trajectory of everybody else's life?
Well, they're saying, somebody said on Twitter, and Trom, you can have the floor in 2 seconds, at Rays of Sun says, Jay-Z, the word capitalist been here longer than you and everyone else alive today. Your wealth does nothing for the community. You are not a revolutionary. Stop the acting, please.
Why is it acting?
So his wealth does a hell of a lot for the community. It's everything trickles down. He affects so many lives. He's affected my life. I've never met him directly, but I've DJ'd at the 4040 Club. I've gotten checks from Duce when we did Duce Trap House. And when I went to meetings at Duce, it's very black there. He employs a lot of people. He puts a lot of people on. He helps out a lot of careers of other people. He's active in a lot of social ways. Now, the problem that I find is that everybody wants the perfect Negro. Like the fucking perfect, like Malcolm X wasn't perfect.
Yep.
Fucking Martin Luther King was a hoe.
Yep.
Like there are a lot of our leaders, but nobody's fucking perfect, first of all. And the amount of criticism that we find for our people that are displaying black excellence is crazy to me. Like, you're not going to find him. You're not going to find the perfect Negro. He does a lot. He's putting a lot of people on. He's outspoken with issues where he needs to be. He puts money into whether it be prison reform or cannabis reform and all types of shit. Like, he's not a perfect nigga, but he's a really good nigga. Like, he's good for the community.
He's not a perfect nigger, but he's a really good nigger.
Like you know what I mean? For people to find criticism in that, it's just strange to me. Like,
it's crazy. People will find criticism in anything unless that nigga really went up to people's doors and handed them a check for $1 million. Everybody's going to be upset. And then the next door neighbor that he didn't hand the $1 million check to is going to be mad. But like, oh, why you gave it to that nigga? You ain't
or they're going to be like, oh, why you only gave me $1 million? You worth $1 billion. You couldn't give me $2 million? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always going to be criticism. And about the whole capitalism shit, calling him a capitalist is not offensive. Like you said, Tahoe, we live in a capitalist society. So we're playing by certain rules of survival. On top of the fact, any one of our black leaders at some point acknowledged the importance of gaining capital,
Yep.
of resources, of black economics, and establishing wealth and ownership. And Jay-Z is a great example of ownership, not just having money for the sake of having money, but he owns shit and controls a lot of media and helps other people get wealthy. I mean, what more do you want from the man?
Is perfect. I will say, and as Julian says in the chat, the perfect Negro is the best way to describe it. Like that's, I really want to hold on to that almost as much as I want to hold on to the name Malcolm X that y'all just gave. I think that's a great name for myself. I'm going to that is my new moniker.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. But I think that was really good. But what do you think about the comparison when they put him versus Fred Hampton on the table? It's like,
You
yo,
cannot
Fred
do
Hampton
that.
is a revolutionary. And as a matter of fact,
Fred Hampton
I do
was
have
murdered at like 22 years old. You have no idea who or what Fred Hampton would have become in his 50s if he was still alive today. Y'all have to stop comparing people that are dead. Y'all have to stop it. Like, enough.
I do have a quote from Fred Hampton. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it or understand it. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to try to edit it into the show. Let's see if this, because I couldn't really understand. Let me see. Yeah, I couldn't understand that shit.
Let me see.
He said you have black this, you have black that.
I'm just going to read it because there's subtitles on it.
Oh, yeah.
He said you have Black Easter, Black Christmas, Black Groundhog's Day, Black April Fools. And it ain't geared towards nobody but the black businessman. I said that anybody that comes into our neighborhood and sets up any type of situation that does not meet the needs of the masses, then I, Chairman Hampton of the Black Panther Party, I catch that nigga by his collar neck and beat him to death with a Black Panther paper. We're not fooling. So basically he's saying if you're coming into the community and you're not aiding the community and you're not helping and pushing the black community forward, then you don't need to be in this community.
But you can't say that about Ho, can you? But
I don't think that we
there
can.
are people that still hold him accountable for the shit with the NFL, for making certain moves that seem like hoarding wealth.
I feel like you said this before, Trom, something about, in business, sometimes businesses fail. Sometimes you make bad deals and you just continue to push forward and build more businesses and start more businesses. Like, you can chuck up his L's because he has them. He's 50 something years old, almost 60 years old. Of course you have L's in your life. You can chalk up his L's, but his W's outweigh the L's. The way that he helped the community outweighs it. Like, even though, yes, like even when we talk about the Nets stadium and how it like sparked gentrification in the hood, yes, that was problematic, but it also helped employ so many people. Absolutely. Each of us know somebody that worked at the Barclays. Absolutely. Each of us know somebody that if it wasn't like a second job, it was their main job. They were able to meet people that they never met before. They were able to, see shows that they never probably even had the money to see. Like, there's so many things that help the community. Like, I remember I was in 113 at the time when they first made the deal with the Nets, and they sponsored the school and they took us to a game, like a Nets-Knicks game at MSG, and gave us skybox seats. That was the first time I was ever in a skybox, and I was a teenager. You understand? Like, so I don't really know what you niggas want. And it's really because you niggas don't even know what y'all want. Like, y'all always look for the negative. This is part of the reason why I took myself off of social media for a while, because it's draining. Like, y'all always try to find the bad in everything and in everybody before you even try to see the good. Like, look up Gloria Carter's scholarship program. See how many niggas that went to fucking college because of him. Like, you look at marches and stuff like that. Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, they go to the marches. They're out in the streets. Like, they're sitting with Trayvon Martin's moms and the Mike Brown's moms and stuff like that and trying to, like, figure things out. You talk about prison reform, like, all of these things. And it's like, y'all mad at what? Because he made businesses that employ black people? I don't know what we're mad at.
Mm-hmm. I just want to know, like, yo, how mad y'all gonna be at me if I get a bunch of money and I do a bunch of shit for me and my family? Like, yo, all of the shit that I've done, we used to have the black. Matter of fact, I want to bring back the black business segment.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, how much do I gotta do for y'all to like keep convincing y'all that I'm a good motherfucker?
Mm-hmm. The problem
because the minute somebody brings up some fuck shit that I did, now I'm this fuck nigga for the rest of the I'm just some fuck nigga. We're talking about Hove. Like, even Beyonce, they do this shit with Beyonce. You even had Khalees come out 2-3 weeks ago, and now you had the whole half the internet talking about, oh, that's right, she should have did this for Khalees. She should have called Khalees. Call all of the shit I do for black people, for the cause, for the voices, for women, just all of the history that I've given. And y'all are coming at me like that because I didn't call
one
Khalees.
person. But you know what else is crazy to me? I feel like because in America, we value celebrity more than anything else. Y'all hold celebrities to a different accord than you hold your own legislators, your own city councilmen, your own mayors, your own senators. You're like, why y'all don't have that energy for them? Mm-hmm. You don't have the energy for the people that are actually really affecting you, really affecting your life, really affecting your day to day. But y'all got enough time to make think pieces because a black man in America is a venture capitalist. So fucking what? Tell me who your comptroller is before you sit on the internet and talk shit about Jay-Z. Who's the reason why you about to have, and this is for New York City, y'all about to have to literally have a fucking easy pass in the middle of Midtown. Shit. Did y'all vote for that? Y'all care about that? Try driving through Manhattan in the next 2-3 years. You gonna have to pay like $20 just to get from downtown to uptown. Crazy. Y'all not mad about that though, or maybe you didn't know. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
I didn't know. Deadass?
Yeah.
That shit passed?
And these they're talking
about.
Still
talking about
they're talking about the amount. It's pretty much gonna happen.
Yes.
It might be $23
to get from
get into the city.
No, it's not to get in the city, to get from lower Manhattan through mid Manhattan to like uptown. Because the problem is there's too many cars.
Congestion.
And there's so much congestion and there's nothing that they can do to stop it. So they feel like if they charge you, so therefore, if you're on like 80 something street and you need to get to Union Square, that's an easy pass. Like, you're going to get charged for that.
All right, well, shit, that's where the rich people are.
But
so do you got to pay to get to Harlem?
Yes.
What if I go around? I can't go around on the FDR?
I think isn't it supposed to be on the FDR and the West Side Highway and in the streets?
I thought it was the bridges, the access points into Manhattan.
No, I think it's the streets.
So none of us are clear, but let's do the research and come back.
I started researching it, but I realized I don't live
here.
Either
way, the people that we elect to serve us, that's a great point, Dodge. We literally elect people to serve the best interests of ourselves, and they do shit like this. Meanwhile, Jay-Z don't owe nobody nothing. He don't owe us. We ain't nobody elected. He's not in a position of service to any of us. So whatever he does, you should fucking be grateful for, or not. Like, it doesn't matter. But to Dodge's point, the people that you do elect, you should hold them accountable.
Let's move along. Where are we at with time?
1:36.
Jesus. It's a break time? Good. Now, Lord have mercy, we had a hella fucking homie courts. Hella homie courts today. The public tried to take Hove to fucking Hovey court. Right?
That's why him and Beyonce don't even talk to y'all niggas, because y'all all stupid.
How dope is it that the best person in R&B and the best person in rap are a fucking couple?
Fire.
Like, how fire, like really in love too, like really fuck with each other like that. How fire is that? The best of the best, bro.
And they putting black people on their back too.
And they
unapologetically
really,
black, yo.
Like, they on some shit. Mm-hmm. Beyonce is, on some shit. By the way, shout out to Ho for fucking Rihanna, and shout out to Ho for Ye too. Even though Ye is a basket case now,
Listen.
you see this guy going
And
crazy.
Braun by proxy.
And Braun by proxy. But when we're talking about the responsibility that we have towards the community, right? There was a post that I made about a young boy that followed or killed his op's mom at the op's gravesite on the op's birthday, right? Okay, I'll look at that later.
Just accept
I
it.
see. All right, I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Accept. So, all right. A young man remixed that.
I love that.
He remixed the post. So after I said, this young kid followed the mom to his op's gravesite and killed the op's mother at the gravesite, this young man came behind me with this video. Give me a second, because I think my beginning of my video is attached to it. Patron, I'm pretty sure you didn't hear it because you don't listen to shit I say, but I'd like to know if you agree or what you think of it, because I thought it was very interesting.
So this little person right here followed his dead enemies.
It's some niggas born in the 60s, 70s. It's their fault. It's y'all fault. It's y'all fault why we like this. It's y'all fault 100%. Y'all chose the drugs and the guns over staying in the house and trying to get a job. Y'all chose guns and drugs to put in our hands instead of teaching us how to fix a car. Y'all chose drugs and guns, and y'all put guns and drugs in our hands instead of teaching us how to build a house. Then y'all made rap music to justify talking about I'm just speaking on my experiences, knowing when a child hears something is very influential, but y'all didn't care. Now we going into today, we just a product of y'all fuck up. Literally, we're the product of the 60s and 70s niggas fuck up. We are the product of that. The Bloods, the Crips, the GDs, Pyrus, all of that, the way it is today is because of black men. You can say they infiltrated, still, it's the decision of the old black man to put that shit in our hands. We have these movies that are telling us how to act, or famous hood movies, South Central. I don't see how y'all don't see how that is prevalent in today. Our old movies are literal visual spells, but y'all don't want to listen to that. Or music are literal spells, but y'all don't want to listen to that. Y'all been speaking devil music since rap been happening. Y'all can't say y'all have. Y'all speak about murder, rape, all of that for years. You can't say you have because Biggie got a song about it. Tupac got songs about it. Bone Thugs and Harmony got songs before they was named Bone Thugs and Harmony that they was selling their soul to the devil. So like, it's time to start going back and seeing where we fucked up at. Or we can go back to the Bible and a disobedient child to get taken into the middle of the village and we we can always go back to that.
What do you think, Tron?
So I actually did see that, and he's not wrong. He definitely got some points. Like obviously, there has to be accountability for the parents for how these kids are raised. These kids is wild, but it's like, yeah, at some point, like as black men, as a black community, as adults, you're like looking at the kids like, yo, how did they end up this wild? We got to look at ourselves and figure that shit out. He has a point.
You
there.
think it was Juice and Belly and Menace to Society and South Central and Boys in the Hood that made the youth like this today? And the music? You think it was The Chronic? You think it was Ready to Die? You think it was fucking Get Rich and Die Trying that made the kids like this today?
It wasn't one thing. It's not. You can't blame it on hip hop music because you can listen to hip hop music and know that it's entertainment if you're raised properly. But there are some people that are raised by just, music, videos, movies, entertainment because they're not raised properly. So they're more of a product of their environment. I know a lot of people that listen to hip hop music, gangster music, all that shit, and they're fine. I see the shit in the students. I'm sure, Daj, you do too. There's like some of the nicest kids out there that listen to drill music. But I can look them in the eye. I know they're going to be okay. They're just raised properly. They know that it's entertainment. They like it because it's rebellious. But that music isn't raising them. They're being raised by people that care about them and love them. You know what I mean? When there's an absence of that, then all of that other shit is more of a factor. And I'm not going to blame it on just the music, but like you said, it's the drugs, it's the guns, it's the culture, it's everything. It's the black family. It's everything.
Josh, you over here shaking again. You're
I'm
about
not
to.
shaking.
She's shaking her head. You was shaking your head, and your leg is shaking.
Leave me alone.
So go ahead.
I agree in totality, and I said this on this show years ago. I said the same thing. I said it was your generation that fucked up everything. And if you want to be technical, the music plays a part, and the music plays such a major part because most of those rappers from that time, from the late 80s, the early 90s, most of the gangster rappers, they didn't have fathers. That's why they were like that. The fathers left the house. When the father leaves the house, the kids run amok. Period. There is only but so much we as women can do. We can be the disciplinary, but especially when you're talking about raising little boys, it comes to a point when that nigga is bigger than you and he will look you in your face and say, fuck out of here, ma. And there's no man there to actually be like, yo, don't fucking talk to your mother like that. Mm-hmm. You might have an uncle that might come over, but it's like, nigga, you just came over here. You still got to go back to your house. Right. It's a grandfather that might pull up, but fuck out of here, old nigga. You can't relate to me. It's like most of the niggas that are ripping and running the street, most of these kids that are getting into crime, most of the kids that are in jail right now, ask them where their fathers are, they don't know. Or they're not around. Or I see that nigga every now and then. I ain't never lived with that nigga. Like, I see that nigga. Sometimes he forget my birthday. Sometimes he remember. This is the pain of the fact that the black family is dismantled. And there is no accountability for niggas walking around having mad babies that cannot possibly be in these households. I don't understand, and I will never stop saying this. I don't get how a man that has a child lives in a single a one-bedroom apartment. How? Mm-hmm. How? Because even when I was growing up and I would go see my dad, he lived in a studio, and I'm like, but you got 4 daughters. You live in a studio. You don't give a fuck about us. Mm. Because when we come here, we got to sleep in your bed. You got to sleep on the couch, and you live in a studio. You didn't even provide a space for us. If your kids got to pack a bag every time they come and see you, you are part of the problem. You don't even got a drawer for the niggas. You ain't got a hanger for the niggas. Like, these are part of the problem. So when you have a child and a child is coming into an environment like, oh, I'm going to go spend the weekend with my dad, or they go spend the weekend with their dad, but dad is really leaving them with their grandmother. What are you expecting? These little niggas is hurt and they don't even know how to say that they're hurt. So what happens next? What happens if you have a child that's defiant and you try to like back them into a corner? Like, they're gonna want to like attack and yell and scream their way out. It was y'all generation. Y'all started it.
Yo, I find it, just for argument's sake, it's like, okay. But y'all are following people, like, at least our generation wouldn't go kill somebody's moms. Like, what is the... Y'all,
but y'all was raised by somebody. Y'all had OGs.
What is the point of making this video? Like, okay, yeah, it's y'all fault. Yeah, it's y'all fault. Y'all, we like this. Like, my nigga. The
point is, you were asking what's wrong with these niggas. Y'all.
I'd like to finish.
Y'all are what's wrong with them.
A sentence.
Go ahead. Melly, can I please get a coffee, or is it dead for that? I'm going to die in here.
When we say there are no leaders, do we not realize you have the power to be that?
Who?
Mm-hmm. The people that's saying that, this young man that's saying that, like, all right, so what are you doing? Like, when I look at homie, he don't look like he's look like he right in the streets too. Like, what are you doing? Where is the personal sense of responsibility and accountability for your actions and the people around you? Like, at the end of the day, is like, yo, little niggas, once little niggas say that's not dope, it's not dope. You don't just go doing shit that's not dope because we all worried about judgment from our peers. Mm-hmm. But being that everybody's recycling the same behavior and doing the same shit over and over again, it's dope. At what point isn't it nobody else's fault but your own? At what point don't you say like, yo, we're the ones doing this because now these kids is having kids too. So now whose fault is it?
Two things can be true because completely
he's
right.
absolutely right,
and you're right too
Okay.
because there's absolutely there has to be personal
that was
accountability.
50 years ago.
But we have to take some accountability because you can't set up kids for failure and then be like, oh, you're making
They're
bad
not
choices.
kids anymore.
I know, but you set them up as human beings without the proper
You can't say
environment
this is
to win.
great granddad's fault.
That's the funny part. It's not even great granddad's fault. It's dad and granddad's fault.
It's granddad. At this
Granddad
point,
for some.
it's
Y'all could be
'cause these
grandfathers at this point.
Yeah, so it could be granddad, but it's granddad that you're having 7 kids,
But you
and you don't have a job.
But but here's my thing, right? I feel like my generation, which is the generation after you, I feel like those of us that kind of understand how fucked up it is are trying our best to fix it for
that's
our
cap.
kids.
Big cap.
I don't think it's big cap.
I think that y'all have started a process. Y'all have made progress.
Just what I said.
But
For our
let's not
children.
act like y'all aren't. There's many people in your generation that's crazy fucked up too, and I think that it's gotten worse progressively. Yes, y'all are kind of like slowing it down, but it went from my generation to worse in your generation, and then y'all at some point started pressing the brakes on it and showing it in social media.
I have
like,
a question
yo,
though.
you can be a business owner. Hey, I can, run. I'm working in BET, or I'm taking over big businesses. My black women, especially, are out here making power moves. You don't have to live like that,
right?
But let's not act like they didn't. What?
I just want to make a point to disagree with your last part, Dodge, about like your dad having a studio apartment. Reason why I disagree with that sentiment is because like too often we always criticize men and adults in general for not having enough money. But here is you have somebody that's there, that's present, that wants to be there, that he's giving up his bed and he'll sleep on the couch. So hold on, Doug. Let me just say this because it was a real powerful statement, and I understand where it's coming from. You have some men that just aren't making 6 figures. They're doing all right, and they're making a decent amount, and they're doing their best. On top of the fact that you have a lot of women that are getting aid, whether it be welfare or public housing or some type of assistance, and then men that are paying child support. So these are the same men that you're like pointing your finger at how broke they are, but they don't get any assistance, on top of the fact that the women do get assistance. And this isn't the 1950s. Men and women are both able to be employed, and I'm not saying that it's equal salaries. We know that women get paid less on the dollar, so I'm not going to argue that. And this is not a debate about the sexes and a gender debate. I'm not going to say that men have it hard or anything like that. My point is that everybody suffers. Like when black men and black women are in 2 different households, now you got 2 different rents to pay. If we were together as a black family, we would all be doing better off. You know what I mean? And we wouldn't need welfare and Section 8. You wouldn't need to look at the man and be like, yo, how come you can't pay child support and get a 2-3 bedroom apartment and have enough for college and have savings? It's like, it's a lot to ask for a regular, everyday working person. Not everybody has it like that. And
I agree to an extent. I agree for everybody else other than my father. Because that nigga had money. He chose to live that way because he didn't have to live any other way. For him, it was a choice.
I think you gotta look at the things that came before him too, because we all going through shit. You don't know whether he just didn't view himself as being able to do better. You don't know what the fuck made him like that.
I don't. But I don't know what made him like that. That is very true. But I do know. And here's the thing. Like, I feel like me being a parent is...
Switch the damn camera. Why are you making coffee?
Because I need it. Is that okay? Should we take a break then?
Yeah, but she's literally doing a live edit right now, and she gets up to make coffee.
Oh, I didn't know it was a live edit. All right, so then let's take a break then, because I need that. I'm about to die in here.
Let me get some water. You don't gotta be mean about it, Tahoe. She was trying to help.
Me? Are you okay?
That nigga be Christmas. Yeah, hey, I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas on. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at these hoes like she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. Sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a